Hello guys, today we are going to talk about trigonometry. So I'll introduce to you some basic formulas to trigonometry. Okay, so first of all, we need to have a right angle triangle. Okay, then we'll look into where is that angle that we are looking for. So if this is the angle, so I label this angle as angle X, for example. Okay, so if this angle is angle X, now you look at this right angle triangle. This right angle. Okay, the side that is opposite the right angle, okay, regardless which angle you are looking for, the side that is opposite the right angle will be the hypo. Okay, and the side that is opposite that the angle that you are looking for will be called opposite. Okay, and the side that the angle is sitting on will be adjacent. Okay, so another angle, so this angle, angle Y. Okay, same thing, we look at the right angle. Right angle opposite is hypo. So you can see that no matter which angle you are looking at, the hypo is always the same. Okay, now looking at this angle, the side that is opposite this angle is here. So this is the opposite. The side that the angle is sitting on will be adjacent. Okay, so this is the concept that you have to get it correct. So once you are clear of this, next thing, it will be the formula. So the formula is actually in Chinese saying is big leg auntie. Okay, why is that so? Because in Hokkien we call Tua Ka So, Toacash. So in short, Tua is big, Ka is the leg, So is the auntie. Okay, so it's a very big leg auntie. Now, how to translate this short form into the formula? So over here, T, C, and S, what do they represent? T represent tangent. Okay, C represent cosine, and S represent sine. Okay, so sine theta, which is the angle, okay, will be, tangent will be opposite over adjacent. So opposite over adjacent. Cosine will be adjacent over hypo. And sine will be opposite over hypo. Okay, so once you know of this formula, it's just on how you apply. Okay, so taking an example of okay, let me sketch out one example. Okay, so if this is the right angle triangle A, B, C, okay, so these are the length, this angle H, for example. Okay, so if I want to find tangent angle H, opposite over adjacent, TOA. So opposite is A, over adjacent is B. Okay, then for cosine, angle H, AH. So A is B, H is hypo, which is C. sine angle H will be opposite over hypo, okay, OH. So opposite is A, hypo is C. Okay, so this will be the example of the application. Now, if I only want to find angle H, then the next step will be angle H equals to shift tangent A over B. Okay, angle H will be shift tangent B over C. Angle H will be, okay, sine to the power -1 A over C. So you can just put a bracket to play safe. Then depends on the calculator mode. If the calculator you set to radian mode, then the angle will be in radian. Okay, if the calculator is set in degree mode, then the angle that comes out will be in degree. Okay, now next thing that I want to bring to your attention will be the quadrant. Okay, there's another thing that you need to remember for Tuakaso is all science teacher crazy. Okay, short form, all science teacher crazy. Okay, ASTC. What does this mean? This means that the value here, okay, which one will be positive? Over here, A meaning tangent, cosine, and sine. Okay, for the angle over here. So this one is 0 to 90 degrees. Okay, acute angle. Acute angle. Okay, it won't be 90 because this one is already 90. So definitely this is smaller than 90. Okay, so when this one is less than 90, all the tangent, cosine, sine angle equals to this fraction. This fraction will always be positive. Okay, over here meaning to say is an obtuse angle. Okay, more than 90, less than 180. Only sine angle is positive. The rest are all negative. Okay, so cosine is negative, and then tangent is negative. Okay, then what about this angle here? Okay, this angle here will be between 180 degrees to 270 degrees. Okay, come, let's continue. So over here, between 180 to 270 degrees, tangent angle will be positive here. Okay, this one will be a positive number. And then negative will be cosine angle and sine angle. Okay, and what about the last one? The last one shows that cosine angle, okay, equals to BC. So this BC will be positive, and then sine angle will be negative, tangent angle will be negative. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that for sine is actually, and this is 1, this is negative 1. Okay, so it will have a curve that is like that. That looks something like that. Okay, and it will move down this way. Okay, so this refers to the sine curve. It says, so it translates, this is 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, meaning to say the angle, okay, tangent that angle, which is between 0 to 180, it will always give you a positive number. Okay, it will always give you a positive number. That's why here and here is positive for sine. Okay, 0 to 180. And this two side, sine is always negative. So you see the curve goes down. Okay, sine is always negative. Then what about cosine? How does the curve looks like? So cosine, you can see over here is positive, here is positive, but this two side is negative. So the curve actually translate to this way. Okay, so between the sine and cosine, there's a 90 degrees shift. So this is the cosine, right? So if you see this one actually shift by 90 degrees is actually the sine curve. Okay, so that is the main gist why sine is positive here, cosine is positive here. Okay, then I will not elaborate on tangent. So roughly you know this, you just memorize tuakaso for this thing. Okay, sorry, 3 things you need to know. Based on the angle, determine hypo, opposite, adjacent. Once you know this, you memorize tuakaso as the formula. So tangent, opposite over adjacent, cosine, adjacent over hypo, sine, opposite over hypo. Okay, so once you know this, you will also need to know ASTC. ASTC, then to solve when the angle is acute, obtuse, reflex. Okay, so that's about all for today's sharing on the basic trigonometry. Then see you next time. Bye.